A quick insert. You know that there's some tea brewing when you see me putting a quick insert like this one just before the official video. But Missy Lee is getting what some babs are believing to be karma, okay? It seems like he is in hot soup, okay? He thought that politics was like blogging. Little did he know that it's a different ball game altogether, because they are coming for his behind. Literally coming for his thick behind, okay? Well, CBS is reporting that Jason Lee is allegedly being accused of threatening, okay? And he is also being associated with some B words that were sent to Mayor Christina Fugazi's home after she questioned him, him requesting 58 million for non-profits. Now, listen, it's getting really serious. Okay, if you thought he would play these dirty games, then unfortunately, politics is not the playground for that. Okay, if you think you can be out there playing around as you play in pop culture, if you think you can play those silly games in politics, he's about to find out the hard way. But anyway, let me insert a clip of what is being alleged. And let me know in the comment section, do you guys think it's karma? Or do you think that, well, that's what he get for his escort? Until my... let me insert what they had to say, and we will get right into today's video.
Brewing battle on the Stockton City Council. The mayor speaking out earlier today about some concerns with her vice mayor.
That's right. Your reporter covering San Joaquin County, Charlie LaPastora, is getting answers on the argument spilling into tonight's meeting.
Stockton Mayor Christina Fugazi says she's starting an ad hoc committee to gather facts, examine evidence, to hold Vice Mayor Jason Lee accountable. Mayor Fugazi says there's been concerns with Vice Mayor Lee's involvement in a proposal of a nonprofit he founded, supposedly asking for $58 million in public funds. There are other concerns that the committee will look into: allegations of bringing camera crews into City Hall to film reality-style promotional content without getting approval, and creating a hostile work environment, allegedly verbally abusing staff. For Stockton Mayor Fugazi, she says comments on social media by Vice Mayor Lee were directed toward her family.
Make no mistake, Stockton will not be exploited for anyone's personal agenda or network of associates. Not now, not ever. Our city deserves accountability, stability, and a government focused on the real work.
Now, regarding this matter, I spoke with Vice Mayor Lee after this press conference, and he said he'll be sending out a press release. Mayor Fugazi said she moved Vice Mayor Lee's seat because she's afraid of him. However, just before the meeting started right here in City Hall, they moved the plaque right next to Mayor Fugazi's seat, so they were sitting right next to each other again.
Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Nicki Minaj is finally fed up with these media platforms that do take advantage of the fact that, well, the bots don't like Nicki Minaj. We're going to be discussing about what she had to say in as far as taking legal action against a lot of these platforms. Some of them are TMZ, obviously, the Shade Room, obviously, the Neighborhood Talk. And what all of these platforms do most times is they do take Nicki Minaj's tweets and they post those tweets on their platforms. Number one, with misleading captions. Two, sometimes without any context, so that whatever she was saying can get misinterpreted by the public. They've been doing this for the longest of time, and we're going to be discussing about that. And TMZ even yesterday got dragged by a lot of people because of the misleading headlines. Now, we're also going to be discussing, obviously, about Big Sean and Jhene Aiko. You guys have been requesting for me to talk about it, and these are some of the things that we'll be discussing in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about TMZ, okay? TMZ faced a lot of backlash yesterday because of the misleading titles to their articles that they were putting out there. It seems like, well, people were expecting Nicki Minaj to face a lot of backlash from the public because while she was speaking up for Christian Nigerians, and, she was basically saying, well, thank you, President, for speaking up for the people of Nigeria in as far as everything that's going there is concerned. And you do know that, well, anything Nikki does, no matter how it may be coming from a good place, people just choose to intentionally interpret it the other way. So before you knew it, Nicki Minaj started being called a Trump supporter. And well, some people were calling her out, but a lot of people really were able to see the context in which she was out there giving the president some appreciation for what he had said. And a lot of really government officials really started speaking up and thanking her for her stance in as far as the people of Nigeria are concerned, with some people expressing admiration as to how she's able to accept that, well, one person can say some things that you don't agree with, but when they do say things that you do agree with, it doesn't mean that you have to discard everything. And yeah, so that's the discourse that was going on online. She obviously came out and she clarified that, listen, this is not about every other thing. It doesn't mean that I'm in agreement with every other thing that the president says, but I am agreeing with him on on this issue about Nigerian Christians. So, what did TMZ do? Okay, you guys do know that TMZ kind of does not like, well, they do not like Nicki Minaj. Okay, for the longest of time, they've been known to post Nicki Minaj in the most ridiculous ways. Even the picture selection, you can tell that they out there look for the worst pictures that they can find about her, and that's exactly what they decide to post on their articles. And it's ridiculous, honestly. Heavy, pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. Okay, so this is what some of the headlines that they were out there posting were saying. Okay, they posted and said, Nicki Minaj sends thanks to President Trump and the White House for featuring a viral trick in a recent TikTok clip. Okay, that was obviously about the bees in the trap challenge. And for me, it's very interesting that she has thanked a lot of celebrities. TMZ does deal with a lot of celebrities. They are so much into pop culture, but for some reason, they ignored her thanking the J Lo's. Everybody was doing the challenge, and the only person that they were able to post about is none other than her appreciating the TikTok sound that was put on the White House official page. That was obviously calculated and that was strategic. They knew exactly what they were doing. And then they went ahead and said, this is all in a couple of minutes span, by the way, because this was posted by the time I took the screenshot. It was posted 9 hours ago, and the other one was also posted 9 hours ago. And then they said, well, the rapper kept it all love, dropping it, this is pretty incredible, thank you, under the White House post, which by the way featured Trump and Melania vibing to her viral Bees in the Trap and WhatsApp remix. Okay, and then an hour later, they posted and said, Aiden breaks down the newfound loyalty brewing between Nicki Minaj and the president. Oh my God. And I'm just looking at them and I'm like, where was this energy when Brother Billionaire, aka the title swindler, was out there dining with the Trumps? We didn't see you have this energy. So where is this energy all of a sudden coming from? And then 4 hours ago, they said Nicki Minaj was absolutely obsessed when Donald Trump hopped on the Gen Z train, sharing a TikTok to her viral sound right after she praised him for his handling of the chaos in Nigeria. And I'm just looking at them like, oh my God. And then 18 hours ago, they had posted, at this point, you might as well call it Nicki Minaj MZ or whatever you want to call it. Okay. So they went ahead and said, rapper Nicki Minaj is facing a mountain of hate online after she praised President Donald Trump for threatening military action against Nigeria over the of Christians. Okay, and then the thumbnail read, Nicki Minaj slammed online after thanking Trump for threatening Nigeria. Okay, and honestly, when you look at it, it's pathetic at this point. Why are you scrambling so much? Now, when I clicked into the comment section, these people were getting dragged. Okay, people were calling them out for the ridiculousness, and clearly, it seems like there was no mountain of hate, as they would want. Framing it as a mountain of hate is rather an interesting choice of words, honestly. And where is the shame? For me, it's just the lack of shame, because I mean, any human being. I remember we used to have this senior teacher at our school when I was in high school, and they would say that what makes a human being and what separates a human being from animals is the ability to have shame. Like, once you lose shame as a human being, like once you don't have shame, once you are not ashamed to do certain ridiculous things, you're becoming an animal. And this is what I'm just saying. Like, where is the shame? Are you guys not embarrassed? Why? The people were dragging them in the comment section. Now, another person said in the comment section, did y'all have the same outrage or not? And this was a headline about Desiree Perez receiving a Trump pardon, the CEO of Fragile Nation. And did they also have the same energy when the Carters were out there dining with the Trumps? Obviously not. And this is the reason why I do believe that Nicki knows what she's doing. She wants to show you guys the double standards, because people are like, oh, well, why is she quoting Trump? She knows how people feel. Oh, my God, this and that. Yeah, people feel that way because it's her. I promise you, if Brother Billionaire were to come out here hugging Trump and all of these things, pro-Trump, people would not even say that. People would say, oh, he's for the people. Like, literally. Dining with the Trumps to get some favor in as far as the casino is concerned, we didn't see the outrage. But when Nikki is saying that, well, it's a good thing that the president is standing up for the Nigerian people, oh my God, how dare she agrees with someone who I don't agree with? And I'm just like, oh my God. And then I guess after being called out, they decided to post underneath their first headline and said Nikki's quoted tweet along with Trump's full tweet, because they just put that out there without any context. Meanwhile, Nicki Minaj is on her Twitter literally clowning. And this is the part where I'm just like, the pink lady is so unserious. This girl is just so unserious. Like, she's out there posting Chucky memes and trolling the behind out of these people. And talking about, oh my God, I'm an immigrant. I didn't even know that I'm able to vote. I thought I wasn't able to vote. And she's just out there having a key. Now, she clarified a lot of things in the in the Twitter space, I'm sorry, that she held earlier on. And she was basically talking about being able to disagree with people when it pertains to certain things, but being also able to understand that in as much as I don't agree with them pertaining to this, when they are saying something that makes sense, well, I do agree with them. So she's not a Trump supporter, for some of you that would like to go with that narrative. No, she agreed with something that man said. That's it. Okay. But anyway, that being said, it seems like the neighborhood talk is also doing the same thing, posting the tweets out of context, setting it up to get dragged. It's sad. It's pathetic to watch. And Nikki is not playing this time, because she said she's coming for literally everybody as per the request of the Babs, because I mean, some of them were asking her to send cease and desist to the neighborhood talk. So I will insert what Nikki had to say in that live, okay? But that being said, let us quickly talk about Jhene Aiko and, of course, Big Sean. Some of you have been requesting for me to talk about this. So, well, allegedly the two have decided to part ways, and some women are feeling for, for Jhene. They feel like, well, Big Sean did her dirty and stuff like that. And personally, I remember watching one of his interviews, and it was just clear to me that, yeah, this man is way too full of himself. And he kind of was making it seem like he was doing Jhene a favor. And when I remember watching that, and I was just like, nah. I was like, no. this is not happening. But it seems like Jhene did for like maybe at some point they would get to a point where, they would understand each other, maybe get married and stuff like that. Meanwhile, that man was focused on doing his plastic surgery. He's a Betty. And yeah, clearly being a husband is not something that has been on his mind. But overall, I do sympathize with her. I do hope that she doesn't let it get to her. I remember at some point, I think I was seeing some news about her getting affected by the fires, and it's a lot to go through that, and for you to also turn around and see that your man is out there not wanting to put a ring on it. That's sad. But anyway, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. I'm sorry, you guys, for the past 2 or so days. The consistency has not been consistenting, okay? But I always have a reason when I do that. So I hope you just enjoyed this little bit of tea. And by tomorrow, we will be back to regular schmegular programming. Until my next one, you guys, see you.
Yeah, yeah. What's up? I'm on Spaces. No chases. Win races, and I said, kiss faces. Yeah, and I said. Wait, can y'all still hear the music? I wanted to freestyle with the music. Oh, oops. So guys, we have 6 minutes left. Okay, so guys, I would like to tell you that I have a lot of fun stuff to tell you. And I'm gonna have something handled. I'm gonna have something else handled to I think tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'm gonna officially now have that handled. But also, guys, I'd like to say that I appreciate you very, very much for always being there when I need you the most. Yep. Instinctively knowing. Sometimes I don't actually know. Like sometimes, most of the time, I don't know. You know? But the Barbs know. Like most of the times when I just be posting my little stuff and then I just go back about my business, but I'll be like really not thinking about it. And probably done forgot. And next thing you know, I'll come back and see the Barb's cussing motherfuckers out. And then I'll clock in. Okay. Yes, because we tag team. Me and the Barbs have been tag teaming for a very long time, child. One day I'll cuss some motherfuckers out, next day they cuss motherfuckers out. It really always been that way for us. You know what I mean? When you tag team, and during wrestling, like when somebody used to tag team the person, and then the person would run in there, like run in the ring and like jump jump in the sky and then jump on the person's neck or something, and I mean like on their body, and then hold their leg up in that what's that move called, y'all?
I tweeted the gift, mother.
Excuse me?
I tweeted the gift
What's that?
of what you was talking about.
I said, what is it called, sir? Why would I need to want to
Body
go and look?
slam, body slam.
That ain't no motherfucking body slam. I said when you come in the ring and oh wait, yeah, kinda it is body slam because then the
Clock it.
oh
Yeah.
don't cut me off. Excuse me, mute yourself now since you want to be cute. Um, it's technically not. First of all, it technically does not need a body slam because technically you don't have to pick up the person's body. The nigga swung his body. Technically, you don't have to pick up the person's body. I'm talking about like when you tag a person in and they run in and they just like jump on the person and they lock them down onto the mat and then like with their leg up. Anyway. So Dave, is that what that is? Like can it only be done via a body slam? Oh, who am I talking to? Talking about Dave. Where's the person who I just was talking to? Where'd they go?
I think they dropped down. I don't
What?
know.
Who's the,
Hi, it's
who's
Kofo. It's Kofo.
who's interrupting? Hi, Kofa. Why are you interrupting me, ma'am?
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Where are you calling from?
Okay. First of all, I just finished praying, so I'm.
Good.
Oh my God. Uh, I don't know what to say.
You
Hi.
know our praying barbs are very important.
Oh God.
Um,
I'm trying not
and
to freak out.
you won't. But yeah. So, well, what I was basically saying. Do you remember? Do you know what wrestling is?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, when somebody tag teams their partner, their friend, their like teammate,
Uh huh.
and then the teammate runs in and they're so energetic and then they both do something to the person and they get them on the ground and they have their leg up and then the referee is saying 1 2 3. Does that have to be via a body slam, yes or no?
Yes, because
Oh,
like you. Yeah, I believe so.
that's not true because if the person had
Oh.
just what if the person just comes in and does like a real hard punch and then the other person falls back, you're still gonna have to do the slam with the to let the referee start counting.
Uh.
You talking about when they pin them down?
Yeah, when you pin them down.
Yeah, it
Pinfall.
don't gotta be no body slam.
It's the
Think
pinfall.
Oh.
who just said that?
Chun
Me
Li.
on Niggas Crown.
Uh,
Chat.
d- thank
I
you,
know that's what you was talking about. I'm a
thank you,
prepare
Chanley.
student, so I don't know all that, but okay. I
Thank
just
you,
learned something.
thank you, Chanley. Well, anyway, my point was that sometimes I leave and forget that I tweeted something correct, whatever, and then I come back and it looks like the Barbs got in and wanted some of the fun. And then they're out there, body slamming people. But the point is that it's a tag team. The Barbs and me, we are a tag team. Okay, that means that until and unless I tag you in, you stand outside the ring. But what happens? What happens If I see you in danger, but you didn't tag me in, what would you want me to do? Mm-hmm. Kumbaya, Lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. 'Cause someone's sleeping, Lord. Lots of them are. Oh, Lord. Kumbaya. And there you have it. I asked the question after having brought the barbs onto the piano. And what happens to the question? Nothing. Does it get answered? Nope. Does it get crickets? Yep. Meanwhile, I where's my spaces? Don't stop.
Wait, I didn't know
Oh,
you wanted us to answer.
well, why else
Okay,
would you be?
because I won't want to cut you off, but I feel like people, um,
Wait,
I
I gotta
mean,
get back on the screen. I got in front of my screen. Hold on.
what
Who's
screen
that?
are you on?
Okay, I'm back. Is this Kofo? Okay, yes,
Yes,
Kofo. Go
ma'am.
ahead. Yes.
Okay, so I feel like, and I'm just speaking freely, but because
Well,
people,
I would hope you wouldn't be speaking unfreely. Then blink twice, snap twice, bitch, because then we need to come get you, bitch. Okay, I mean, ma'am. Thank you. Go ahead.
no, but like you've been the media punching back for so long that like when you decide to say something back, like we already know you're the bad guy, but it's like now people like I feel like people are not taking you seriously because they haven't seen this side of you before. But like no, like no, like because they're probably like, oh my god, what's wrong with her? But like
Oh, political Barbie, you mean?
yeah, because
Political.
like yeah, that side of you, and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Barbs love you, and we are
yeah.
riding with you like regardless.
Taking
So
my rightful seat,
yeah, as you should,
as I
cause your
should,
mother,
as I should, as
cause
I
your
should,
mother, mashallah, sister, cause
as
you're
I
a
sh- my. Thank
mother.
you,
Yes,
thank
ma'am.
you, thank you. Say it again. Thank you, ma'am.
Mashallah, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And I'm Nigerian, by the way. So shout out to you. I have cousins that are Christian. So
Mm,
thank you so much for lending us a voice, and we appreciate
mm,
you so much. But we already know because you are the generous queen. So thank you.
yes, thank you, and shout out to Nigeria.
Yes,
And you
ma'am.
know what else I thought about? What were you saying? Oh, and you know what else I thought about? How people look at other humans as like so
Mhm.
one dimensional. Like, let me give you an example.
Yes, ma'am.
When, and by the way, oh, hey guys, everyone unmute. If I added you, please unmute and say hi so we know.
Hello.
It's popping. It's
Hey
popping.
guys.
I
Hey
Hey.
guys, how are ya? Let me give you an example, guys. I think people underestimate other people so often. Okay. For example, people look at people as being so one dimensional, when in fact, everybody knows that they're far from one dimensional. Meaning that if I were to try to, let's say colors represented all the people in the world. Every single time I draw one person and then the next and then the next, even though there will be the same colors and nuances and stuff, it's always going to be a different person. So different dynamics, you know, we can't be classified in the quiet, the this, the that, whatever, right? And what I thought about, which was so freaking interesting to me, is that it's almost like people think that when a person identifies with, let's say a person identifies with being gay, right? Now, prime example, you You identify because you're from Nigeria, right? But even though you're not Christian. But imagine like if a person identifies with being gay, right? Do you think that they don't have a mother, a father, a like do you think they broke like cracked out of a motherfucking egg, or do we know that they were born the normal way like a human, right? So like how everyone would feel like afraid, not afraid, would feel like, this is kind of important because everybody has family of a particular religion. Most of the times you were born into a particular religion. You didn't decide that. But that doesn't mean whether or not you still rep that religion. That doesn't mean whether you are gay, whether you are straight, whether you are whatever you are, right? That doesn't mean you would feel a disconnect from someone talking about any religion because your own family, even as a person who identifies gay, would be affected in some way, whether you were Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're Jewish, whether you're Buddhist, whether you're um, Hindu, whether you're an atheist. You still yourself either recognize with a religion or have a family that comes from a particular religion. So what I noticed that these people do, and it's so silly, is that they underestimate the dynamics, the the multifacetedness of every person, which means that trying to like make it about any particular like a group of people, it's not going to work. Like it doesn't work that way. And you guys, can you let me first of all, do you understand what I just tried to say, or do I need to
Yes, I
simplify it?
understand
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Most
Yes.
definitely.
Like, which gay person does not have a mother or family member that, let's just say, if you were to hear about the religion that you were born into, whatever, that you yourself, no matter what your life is like, that you yourself wouldn't first think about like your loved ones that are that religion, right? Kumbaya, my
Ma'am.
lord. Jump in, guys.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're right.
You're right.
You're so right.
Veruk Salt.
Okay.
Yeah,
Veruk Salt,
what's what,
hey.
what's going on, Quinn? I think a lot of us get lost in individualism,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
aren't even in the know that we're, participating in it. So it could drive you to be so self-centered about something that happened that you feel impacted by, that's all you can think about, and your
Hmm.
world kind of gets swallowed up by it.
Yeah.
So I think we just got to be more cognizant as people to kind of step away from those types of thought processes.
Yeah, but the thing is, y'all, don't you guys sometimes feel like people want everyone to kind of be like a caricature? Um, because only a cartoon is somebody that's like drawn and told how to look and how to speak. That's the only kind of person that could be boxed in. You can't really define normal human beings because one person who identifies in one particular group n- does not that does not mean they agree with everything the people in that group identify with outside of the group. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm in the group that likes red sports cars, right? Every month, the red sports cars, girlies and boys go outside, hang out, have fun, right? And after we do that, we get something to eat. Do we all eat the same thing because we all have one common interest? Do we all now eat the same food?
No.
No.
No, of course not. Like people are different. Like you can't just because you're part of a group doesn't mean that you all do the same thing. I mean, it's I think what you're trying to like say like everybody's not the same and that's okay. Like just because you take interest in certain things doesn't mean everything that you're interested in is the same as the next
Yeah,
person. Like
yes.
everybody's different. And
I
And
mean,
we're,
if you have
it's just as
siblings,
simple
it's
as
the
that.
same way
It's
with
like nobody's the
siblings.
same.
what did you say to the other person that spoke? This is not Judge Shineland today. Normally, I'm cussing y'all out. I'm not being as mean today. Today's not Judge Shineland.
I was saying, like, if you grow up in a household with like siblings, I have an older brother, younger sister, having the same mom, same dad, growing up in the same household, we don't all turn out the same way.
Hmm.
Right.
Exactly, exactly. I have a younger brother, and we have two totally different experiences. Like, my parents love us equally, but they have to parent us differently because we're two different people. You know,
So imagine if there were 8 billion of those people, right, that your parents have to parent, right? Could you fucking imagine thinking that you can break 8 billion people into 2 groups?
Hmm.
it's
Or even
impossible.
or even into 3, even into like that is so limiting. That is so fucking limiting.
I
I
think
try
that's what we've been conditioned to fit yourself into a box and
right.
label yourself as something when sometimes you're outside of that box. You don't identify with just one thing.
Yeah. And it's almost like and it's almost like once you once you identify with that particular thing, then you're kind of chained by it. But shouldn't it be the other way of like shouldn't the things that you become a part of, like every, whatever group you want to be a part of, shouldn't it be completely by choice and shouldn't you be completely enthusiastic and not feeling a force but a joy to come together with like-minded people? Also to be able to say and do things and ask questions that might be abnormal to the group. Because if questions are never asked that are abnormal, then that would imply to me that the group is not evolving. How could people mentally grow, spiritually grow, emotionally grow, physically grow? How can they do all of those things yet remain in the same box for their whole life?
That's the way it's always been.
Why?
It shouldn't be like that.
Conditioned. They're conditioned.
You stay stagnant that way. Like there's no growth, and you want to become part of a like it's almost like robots. Like you train them
Hmm.
to think
How dare
one
you
way.
change your mind or do something
Right.
different than
Yeah,
what we
like
tell you
Isn't
to
it
do?
fear?
Hmm.
Isn't it a lot of
It is
fear?
fear.
it is.
Yes.
And you gotta push out of that box though. Like I've never been one to think one way and it be just that. I got to question and ask and just grow by learning different stuff. You can't just be thinking inside the box and be okay with that. It makes you uncomfortable.
All right. And then because they did not calculate for
Mm.
people evolving, then they end up making mistakes, you know?
They it's they underestimated your influence because I saw so many tweets of people defending what you said. They said, where in the tweet did she say she's a Republican or anything of the sort? Y'all missing the message to be able to attack her. I saw people that I know have said negative shit time and time again, and they were like, "Look, no, that's not what that is." And it went on and on. I know you haven't seen it. You probably haven't been paying attention,
The
but it
fact that
was people with
I was about
millions
to
of
say I didn't
followers.
see
Hmm.
it.
Hmm.
No, I saw the good ones. I saw all of
That's
like
all
the
I saw.
Even
yeah,
on
yeah.
IG, even
Mhm.
on Instagram as well, like pages that you wouldn't imagine, like stepping up for you or stepping for you.
Yes.
Like you are so right.
Oh.
Everybody, even like the Nigerian blogs and everything. But like,
Yes, I've seen a lot of people step up for you. Like,
Hmm.
mm,
Yeah, no, and guys, this has nothing. I want you guys to know this is not about whether or not anyone stepped, quote unquote, stepped up for me or not. Because I would not change a motherfucking thing I said or did. Let
Facts.
the
period,
record show that. Let the record show
period.
that. Okay, yeah. But what I'm saying is that it's just interesting that there's a lot of when you kind of get try to get to the bottom of it, there's a lot of fear and shame.
Mm.
Mhm.
I agree.
And they forget we keep receipts too. Because a lot of people, she ain't never said that before. And you know it's a barb. Hold on. Hold my beer.
Right here,
But here's
They
the
went all the way back to 2014. Like, come on now.
baby. I was seeing tweets from 2010, like on my timeline. I was like, wait, where did this come from? But no, you really think we're gonna let people think play with you on your internet? Like,
no, and I'm not gonna let
no,
people play
Nope.
with you on y'all internet. But
like,
this is the thing, y'all. I you guys know I love a big picture moment, and I'm not even ready to reveal my picture moment yet. Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
mm,
And don't
N-
do it.
Not yet.
don't
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
people want? You know
Mm-mm.
what? People want you to show your hands, which is crazy.
Yes,
Like, you
Every
know,
time.
And when
exactamente.
Because
did
that's
it,
what they
yeah,
used to
Queen?
doing.
they really
On
want you
Nate
to.
time.
Like, they're not used to this new Nikki. Like, and I'm not saying it's new Nikki,
Th-
but like, we're
It's not new,
excited, but
Nikki.
don't show
It's
your
But
hands. Like,
she's
take your
never played her
time.
hand.
yeah,
Right.
She's
like
never
Yeah,
played her hand. She's never
Always
came
on
to
the
the
same
internet to
time.
prove anything either.
nope.
we saw them tweets, but we're not gonna talk about it. It's okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
I saw some of the barbs saying, "Hey, we're not mad at the other side. How much love they showed? Are we mad at
Love,
that?
love,
No,
love.
I'm not. Doesn't it feel like such a breath of fresh air
Amen.
to
Absolutely.
have people actually, show you
Think what it
some
said.
respect and stand up with you,
Facts.
and you know what I mean?"
But you know one thing that I hate though, like when many, many, many years goes by and they go, "Oh, Nikki was right." Like,
Hmm.
Oh,
Oh,
y'all do
I
like
watch
know
that.
that. I
okay,
know.
Oh,
That.
yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Well,
Nikki
maybe
was right.
maybe the problem is that I'm right. But this is one last thing, and I'm gonna let you guys go for a second. I mean, for a little bit. Um. Okay, y'all, think about this. I want you to put this scenario in your head, and then you'll see, and then you'll understand why I have been feeling so good. Um. Okay. Now let's say you were mute. Well, you guys mute, please. Now let's say you had someone who maybe didn't like you, right? Let's just say that. And let's just say they linked with someone else who didn't like you, right? And then they linked with someone else who didn't like you, right? Let's just say that. And then they embark on something and they lose. And the whole purpose of the entire something was to make you feel left out. What happens? What do you do when they lose?
Laugh.
Laugh.
Yep.
Laugh.
Pretty
Laugh it
much,
out.
Laugh.
Kind of
yeah,
laugh.
yeah. All you can do is
You
laugh.
know what I think it is? They
That's your
want you to
vindication.
use us for their
Uh,
political
okay.
agendas and everything. They want you to say, "Hey, yes, Barb's, go do this and go do that," because they know if our name is on it, it's a W.
Mm,
Yep.
You see? So
well.
that's one of the reasons I feel like a lot of those calls and tweets weren't answered because you didn't say, "Hey, Barb's, go this way."
Oh no, but they've been doing that, honey
Mm-hmm.
child.
Mm-hmm.
So they just did not motherfucking think
I
that.
laugh because they pussy popped and pandered for
Okay, who
months.
is this speaking?
She's a Saints fan.
Who's this?
She's a Saints
Oh,
fan.
hey, okay.
I talk to you.
All right, mute yourself. She's a Saint fan. Y'all, keep it the fuck real. Could you could you fucking imagine? Could you fucking imagine?